As one of 3 adults in the room, I managed about half a second before I had to look away, and honestly, I still have nightmares. So there I was, with my hands covering my eyes, and this class of 10-year-olds, these hardcore fucking 10-year-olds, are just watching it in this insultingly mature manner. And at the end of it, one of the girls turns to me and goes, "Oh, that was really disgusting, wasn't it, miss?" And I was just like, "Yeah, Kaylee, it was really disgusting." I don't know that sound effect you get when magical swords are unsheathed, that kind of shling. I swear I heard that, and I looked around, and this nurse is just shooting venom-tipped daggers at me. So I'm like, it was a beautiful miracle. And she just hits, "It was a beautiful miracle!" Are you serious? I guess it kind of makes sense, given that other miracles include plagues of locusts, city-states being leveled, and rivers of blood. I just find it really hard to believe that there are people who think it's less traumatic for children to watch a bird than it is for them to play Call of Duty. The most traumatic thing about those games is how mind-fuck-numbingly dull they are. And do bear in mind that in this country you have to be 18 or above to watch porn, and I'm not saying that we should be showing kids porn, but I do think it's kind of screwed up that from the ages of 10 to 18, the only time you're allowed to look at a vagina is when it's being obliterated. And I'm just going to be serious for a second, because this is super important. When I finished watching it, when they finished watching it, and we were all lining up in our single file line, the other teacher actually had to ask me if I was okay because I was so pale. And I was like, "Well, I'm fine, but I'm never having sex again." Because that's the only reason that they're showing these kids these videos. It's to scare kids off having sex, because it's easier than actually educating them about it. And just to be clear, they are only showing this to the girls. You know what I later found out the boys were doing while all this was going on? A word search about teeth. And not the 2007 horror film Teeth, that would have at least been vaguely sex-related. Now, when I was actually in secondary school, I was really lucky in my sex ed, because our sex ed teacher was amazing. She was so open and really sex-positive and remarkably thorough. She was also my mother, so I felt less lucky at the time, especially when she had her flip charts up in front of my entire year when I was 15, drawing incredibly graphic diagrams, and then she just made dick jokes at the whole class for the next sort of hour, punctuated with, "Now, obviously, Sasha, you won't need to know any of this because you won't be having sex until you're 35. So